The techniques was pure, remember that, not me. Remember, the rules dictate the fight. That's one thing I say so much in class. If there's rules and a referee and you know there's doctors and my camera guys right here and stuff like that, I'm gonna do a lot of different stuff that I wouldn't do if I'm outside of the Circle K and some dude's like trying to beat me up or whatever, or he's trying to attack my wife and kids and stuff like that. I'm not gonna like pull guard and sit down, but hold on, bro, let me. But when I'm in class and I'm practicing this stuff, it's about the finesse and it's about the movements, right? And it's about understanding the principles that we're working with, not about just being, you know, more of a grimy kind of dude than him, right? That's one style, but that's not the style that I like to teach, okay? We use that when we have to. That's not our main, that's not our main style. Our main style is the flow, right? So I'm gonna put my hand on the mat and I'm gonna front roll over so I don't land on it. Right here like this, okay? My feet would come out straight, but I want to catch his wrist and start to push his hands towards his hip. Okay? That's the first move. I don't even really make many grips. This is part of what I mean about some of the weird things that we may do that other people don't do. The reason I don't really worry so much about holding on to his hand is because he's worried about me taking this. He's putting his hand down here to protect from me getting this Kimura. He knows what I want, right? So I'm assuming that this guy is good automatically. But if he's not, then he's just gonna leave that hand out there and I'm going for the Kimura right here on this side. Like I'd have my weight up, all kinds of things like that. But we're not gonna put this part into the flow because we're gonna assume everybody here already knows now, at least because I told you now. Now you know if you didn't know. You want to put your hand into that hip right there so that I can't easily take that, because that's what I'm going to do every time if I can. That's the first move. But everyone beats your first move. Everyone. So your first move is no good unless you're that guy, right? You're the athlete that just does stuff. But remember, that's not us, or that's not me. So I want to walk under his head. Okay? From here, I just kind of start to let him play it out a little bit. He can try to run towards you guys with his feet if he wants. That's okay, as he still got to hide that arm, right? But once he starts to feel that, a lot of times he'll bridge up or push his butt up to try to come across. And I want to come under here. And I'm going to bag his head. That's what I call that. It's unbagged. Now it's bagged. And so in the flow, you guys may be hard to follow me a little bit, but I want to bring him over to this side. That way he's going to be on my choking arm side. I want to lay him on the pillow so he'll go to sleep, right? That's what I'm saying. This is the pillow side. Bringing him across. And see, if he doesn't want to go that way, if he starts trying to keep trying to escape a little bit, it happens in the flow because he pushes himself up off the floor and then we fall here. The first thing I want to do, I'm going to switch to what we call the 5-0 grip. Just a little wrist control here. Pushing his wrist down, and I'm setting my rear naked choke. Grip this hand. I want to grab just like that little bone right there, long enough for me to be able to make my grip before he can fight my grip. Okay? When you're rolling, once you understand it, or once you understand some of it, only certain things start happening. Right, there'll be some things that you still don't understand that can happen, and you're like, I don't get that. But you'll start seeing your favorite things pop up more. Like if you have some things that you like already, you see them more than you see other things. Like we can, as coaches, be like, do the other thing, and you're like, this thing, and it's like, no. But you don't know the other thing yet. You don't know it well enough to know that it's a better move. You still think your inferior move is better because it's worked so far, right? But everything's not gonna always work. So progressions. I would just push him down and mount him and punch his face. But he's not dumb. He's playing his guard up. He's sitting up. Probably come in if he tucks his elbows too tight, and I'll come around and do a whole different game plan. Right, but actually, but when he starts to push, this is what I mean though. It's just one of those things. When he pushes on my knee, I'm coming and taking it, and I'm right here again. The same exact, to me, that's the same play. Anytime I see that window, I'm going for this. It's not a Kimura like a submission that finishes every single time. It's a Kimura that's a positional tool now. It's a weapon to create many other opportunities for me that I've kind of felt out. All I gotta do is get behind his head right there. And if he doesn't like hide his hand, I'm gonna take that arm every single time. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I get bored with it. That's why I don't do it that much anymore. Weights down. Kind of doing that like heel toe knee idea, like I would want to do one of those bad shot steps. Again, that's if I'm being mean, I would hit him with my knee first, then my hip, and then I'm getting this elbow. But for being nice to each other in class, I'm gonna put this hand down so the weight doesn't land on him. I'm going off to the side here, right? And then these feet catch, boom, right here to the side. He starts to try to run a little bit. I just go towards him, that's fine. But then he realizes that's not gonna work. That leg easily, see? If he doesn't bridge up, this part doesn't work, guys. So this is another one of those things. If he doesn't bridge up, stepping away, I can start getting into this like squeeze thingy or whatever. I don't really like to do that to people that much, but it's there. So once you do that one time, they don't like that, so they start to pop their butt up in this little bridge trying to come across. I can't let him come across yet. This is strong, pushing him down. One hook, the second hook comes as I bag the head. That's how we start to fall. Boom. Right here, switch my hands. One, fist, two. And then a big thing I think about with people, okay, what I try to teach my students is we want to go for that 100% move to where it's perfect. I do a fist now. You can do the blade, the palm behind the head. I really like this fist because it gives me a little bit more structure to put my head into right here, right? And I'm not squeezing my arms at all, sorry. I'm not squeezing my arms at all. I'm trying to get tight and I'm pushing my head in. I'm pushing my elbows together and then I'm just gonna posture. I never flexed my biceps. That's where you lose yourself. That's where you lose everything.